Hello friends, how are you doing today? My name's Miss Fiona. I'm here at the Caldwell Library and we are here for episode 6 of our 7-episode series of Kitten Tales. Today we're going to talk about different kinds of cats. There are lots of different kinds of cats that you might just have at your house, that you might own. They're called domestic. That means that you can have them at your house. There are gray cats and black cats, big cats and small cats. There are really fluffy cats. There are cats with special breeds like Burmese or Siamese cats. So many kinds of cats. If you want to learn about those, you can come to the library and check out a book. But there are other kinds of cats too. They're called wild cats or big cats. Let's see if you can tell which are the wild cats and which are the house cats. All right, we're going to start with an easy one. Wild cat or a house cat? These are lions. Daddy lion, mommy lion. You would not want a lion for a house pet. Is this one a big cat or a house cat? Big cat. That's a cougar. How about this cat? Well, it's a little hard to tell because kittens and cubs might not be easy to tell, but this one is a baby house cat. A tiny kitten. All right, let's try again. How about this cat? Wild cat. It's called a leopard. See the spots? Big cat. How about this cat? House cat. This one is a breed called Burmese. They're brown, very beautiful. How about these cats? Little cats just like the ones in our video. House cats. And this one? Tiger. Big, big cat. Very big cat. All right, now we're going to try a trick. Let's see what you think about these two. This is a lynx or bobcat. This is a wild cat. Don't have it at your house. This is a very, very big cat that you could have at your house called a Maine Coon cat. Look how big. Here's the lady. And it looks very much like its cousin, the lynx. So this week, if you would like to download our activity packet, you can cut out pictures of different kinds of cats. You'll need 2 sheets, so 2 of each picture. And then parents, if you want to, you can cut out some small pieces of heavy paper or cardboard, and you can stick the picture onto that so that you can't see right through it, and then you can play a matching game. Can you put them all upside down and then turn over 2? See if they match? You can play a matching game. We are going to try a song. That is a word. Let's see if we can figure out what this word says. What letter is that? K, I, T, T, Y. K, itty, kitty, kitty. Now there's a song that parents might know that's called Bingo. And every time you sing the song through, the first time you sing all the letters, and the second time you take away one letter and you do a clap instead of that letter. Second time, take away first 2 letters, clap, clap. So we are going to do that tune with some different words. So the words are, there was a family had a cat, and Kitty was her name. O, K-I-T-T-Y. All right, there was a family had a cat, and Kitty was her name. O. There was a family had a cat, and Kitty was her name. O, K-I-T-T-Y, 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 and Kitty was her name. O. What are we going to do the second time around? Right. We're going to take away that letter and clap where we would have said that letter. There was a family had a cat, and Kitty was her name. O, I-T-T-Y, 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 and Kitty was her name. O. Third time around. Gonna take away this letter. There was a family had a cat, and Kitty was her name. O, T-T-Y, 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 and Kitty was her name. Oh, you know what comes next. One less letter. There was a family had a cat, and Kitty was her name. Oh, T-Y, 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 and Kitty was her name. Oh. Take away one more. There was a family had a cat, and Kitty was her name. Oh, why, why, and Kitty was her name. Oh, what should we do for the last one? How many letters? None, so we're just going to clap. There was a family had a cat, and Kitty was her name. Oh, and Kitty was her name. Oh, hooray. All right, it is time for us to talk about cats again. I'd like to think for just a minute about what big cats, like lions and tigers, and little cats, like house cats, have the same. What do they have in common? They hunt, even when they're playing. Big cats and little cats usually are stalking and pouncing and catching things. So when you watch the kittens, see if you can tell that they're practicing for hunting. They eat meat, which means they have to catch it if they live in the wild, right? Cats don't eat a lot of other things. They just eat meat. What else do all cats do? They sleep a lot. They sleep a lot. So even though the kittens aren't sleeping as much as they did when they were first born, which was about 22 out of every 24 hours, and you can talk with your parents about how much sleeping that would be. Even now, they are sleeping a lot of the time. Cats sleep a lot. Cats can sleep 15 hours a day, just be awake and then asleep. What time of day do cats like to be awake? In the night. They are nocturnal. Good science word. Nocturnal. What else do all cats have in common? I'll give you a hint. Yep, they like to scratch and claw. Are they just being mean when they're scratching and clawing? No. They are practicing hunting, but they're also marking things. They mark their territory with their claw marks. So, if your cat is scratching and clawing things, maybe it's time to get them something that it's okay to scratch and claw. There are scratching toys, there are scratching trees, there are scratching posts that your cat will like. Big cats like scratching trees, they like scratching big old branches. Are there ways that little house cats are different from big wild cats? Well, sure, like size, right? House cats are small, mostly. Wild cats are big. A house cat weighs what? About 10 to 12 pounds. Not nearly as much as you. But a cougar, a mountain lion, could weigh 20 times that, maybe about 200 pounds. That's more than mom and dad, mostly. A lion could weigh over 400 pounds. Wow, that's a lot. That's like about 3 grown-ups. Tigers can get as big as 650 pounds. That's pretty big. All right. Well, we've had our fun, and now it's time to have different fun. We're going to see the kittens. They are 7 weeks old. Boy, have they changed a lot since they were those little newborn sleepy things with their eyes closed. This week they spent a lot of time zooming around. If you've ever had a dog or a cat, you know what I mean when I say they get the zoomies. They just run back and forth so fast. They are really jumping. They love to pounce on each other, and they love to play fight. So if you see them doing something that looks a lot like fighting, just realize that most of the time they're not really doing anything that hurts the other one. Every once in a while somebody will yip, and that means, ow, you bit me too hard. So they play fight a lot. They eat a lot more than they used to. A couple of the kittens are almost big enough to be able to go to their forever homes. So stay tuned next week. You might be seeing less than 7 kittens. We'll just find out. But don't worry. Even if these kittens aren't in our last video, they're being taken care of very well. So let's go take a look. For joining me again this week. Next week will be our last episode. You'll want to see the kittens. Maybe we'll even see if we can get one of them to wear a tiny graduation hat. That'll be fun. See you next week. Bye.